Cashew stands tall as one of Ghana's top cash crops. The crop is widely grown across the Middle Belt and parts of northern Ghana. Every year, the country produces between 200,000 and 250,000 metric tons, according to the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. But here is the twist. Despite this impressive output, most of the harvest gets shipped out in its raw form with little value added locally. The excessive export of raw cashew nuts has stifled the growth of Ghana's local processing industry, an industry full of potential for job creation and income generation. Unfortunately, many cashew processing factories, especially small-scale ones, have either shut down or are operating far below capacity because of persistent challenges. Industry players highlight three key challenges undermining the local cashew processing industry. 1. High cost of credit. 2. Lack of modern industrial equipment and technology. And thirdly, processors are worried about what they described as unfair competition in the raw cashew nut trade, dominated by foreign buyers with deep financial pockets. One of the few factories still standing is Nimdee Hyeren Company Ltd, a wholly owned Ghanaian small-scale processing factory located at Duadaso near Sampa in the Bono Region. To stay afloat in a tough industry, the company has resorted to toll processing for individuals, hotels, and restaurants. Even though it can handle up to 800 metric tons a year, it currently produces just about half, that is 400 metric tons. Unlike their counterparts in industrialized countries such as India and Vietnam that use advanced and automated machinery, this Ghanaian processor relies heavily on manual labor, mostly women, to keep things running. Surprisingly, this hands-on approach has become a blessing in disguise, offering critical job opportunities for many women in the community. For the past 5 years, 37-year-old Alice Yeli, a single mother, has worked at the cashew processing factory to support her 2 children and make ends meet. Her story reflects how the industry, though under-resourced, still offers vital employment opportunities. The work is tough and mostly done by hand, but it's keeping local economies alive and giving women like Alice a real fighting chance.
I started adwuma with 5 years ago. If I saw minimum for your giant, and make it an column, adwuma ya na me na me member. Ye di AGT, and no be so na me share man. Oh, school. Adwuma ya hu sika na me a, me member ye di titi your kakra. Ti adwuma no aboa me. Aso adwuma we no so. Ma tume ade ato sisun kakra. Ti e no so me di ahye edwase a me kon paboa. Ti e no so me di titi me ho kakra e ka adwuma.
During my visit, Charles Kuma, the operations manager at Nimdee Hyeren, walked me through the factory. He broke down each step in the value addition process.
Commonly called a boiler, but the technical name is a steam generator. When we will fire it with the cashew nut shell liquid, then the pressure will raise up to 8 bars on the pressure gauge that you are seeing over there. When it gets there, we will then open this valve gauge over here, and then the steam will pass through this line and go to these cookers. We call them cooking pots. So this one is taking 4 bars, this one is taking 4 bars. So 700 kilos is steam at a bowl. So after the steam has gotten to the 8 bar, and then you open it. Within 20 minutes, when the cashew nut sizes are smaller, within 20 minutes it is cooked. If they are medium, within 22 minutes they are cooked. And when they are the bigger one, within 25 minutes it is cooked. This same machine, the steam generator, this slide that you see around here, is also leading up to the dryer, what we call the cashew oven. So that is also send the steam to the dryer so that you can do a technical where we call thermal shock. The thermal shock is when you dry the cashew up to almost how you want it to be, you will then take them and put them into a chamber, an enclosed chamber. So the steam from here is then pumped into the chamber. Then it sprays water onto the dry cashew. And again, you remove it again quickly and then send it to the dryer again. And then you dry it for 30 minutes and then it's ready for peeling. The technical part over here is contraction and expansion and contraction. When it dries and then the cells in it then dry. So when you dump them with the steam water, it will absorb water. And then when you dry it again, it will then coming up and off so that it pushes it away from the kernel so that you can easily peel it. And so the boiler or the steam generator is doing this dual purpose for us.
Osha Akuyakuma, the Chief Executive Officer of Nimdee Hyeren, outlines the key hurdles holding the industry back.
How to source for raw materials. There is an unfair competition in the Ghanaian market that the foreigners bring in the dollars and we are using the cedis. They change it and they have a lot of the cedis and they are able to buy at a higher price. I am a local processor. It is very difficult to get that amount of money to be able to compete with them at the market. 2, equipment is another issue. We have just about 1/3 of the machines needed. So there are 8 processes, and in each of the 8 processes, you need machines in all of them before the women do the final one, where they will be doing when we have all the machines. Now we just have about 1/3 of those machines, so it is very difficult for us to go at a very high speed. We have contracts we are supposed to turn down because we don't have this machines to be able to make the work go efficiently or go quickly as it's supposed to go. Now, the last one is support. It's very difficult to have funding in this economy that we are, especially when you are in the agri sector. And also you being a female who is young, it's very difficult for people to believe in you. They feel like you are just young, you're not coming. What do you know about business? And so there are questions, bring collateral. Sometimes you have the collateral and still they are not willing. The banks that are willing to give us, we are paying like 48% interest rate on it. And that is high. Yeah, so it's very difficult for us to have those funding we need.
Behind every hand-processed cashew is a story of resilience and survival. If Ghana truly wants to transform this sector, we must invest in local processing, empower small factories, and prioritize value addition over raw exports.